When it comes to talking about improvements to do with NBA Live Mobile, we often talk about promos and how those can be improved with different events, different masters, extra stuff in the store, all of that stuff. But we don't actually talk a lot about gameplay and how that can be improved in NBA Live Mobile, because gameplay is probably about half, if not more than that, in the game. Because if you think about it, say you've played through all your events in a promo for that day, or however long it takes for them to refresh, say you played through all of them, you got a little bit of stamina saved up, you're probably not going to stick around on the game, you're probably just going to leave it, wait until those events refresh and then go back on it. But back in Season 1, I remember playing through promos, I'd have a bit of stamina saved up, and then I'd go through and play some Showdown, or I'd play some Seasons, and I'd actually enjoy it. Whereas now, that enjoyment has pretty much gone when it comes to playing through Showdown, Seasons, League versus League, Arena, all of that stuff. It has pretty much gone, and that is because we haven't had any major updates to gameplay. We've had little updates here and there. They have improved some stuff to do with like shooting, some extra dunks here and there, but the dribbling's pretty much the same. The mechanics is pretty much the same as well, and nothing has really changed. Now, I was going through some comments as I do on my channel, and one guy actually posted this comment over here. He said, "I haven't played in months and I forgot about the game already. Feels so good not having to grind the same boring stuff. It doesn't even matter if you get the masters, because what you're going to do with them, Showdown is just trash. You could be 80 overall and have to play against 100 overall." Now, gameplay itself just hasn't changed at all. And reading that comment, I did think about having a card that you grinded for a lot back in Season 1 and then going through playing with them in Showdown, using them in Seasons mode, and actually be really excited to go through and use them, see what sort of stuff they got, see how good their three-point shooting is and all of that stuff. But that pretty much went down to the longevity of a card in Season 1, because we had an overall cap at 99, so we knew what we were working towards, we knew how valuable a card was. That has sort of disappeared over time. Now we don't know what the cap is. We definitely don't think it's going to be 99 overall this season. But then when you get a card this season, you're not actually going to look forward to actually playing with them in Seasons. You'll look forward to maybe a couple of games here and there, but that's it, you're done. So I played with LeBron James after I got him, and that's probably one of the most fun that I've had doing a gameplay video, because I just thought it was nice to have that little quick sell challenge involved in it. But normally when you get cards in NBA Live Mobile, you play through 1 or 2 Showdown games, see what they're about, and that's it, you're done. You don't want to actually play with them anymore. And that all leads down to the gameplay itself, because that is the fundamental part of the game when it comes to playing through Season, playing through Showdown, and playing through Arena, as well as League versus Leagues. Because yes, you can have as many incentives as you want in the world. Maybe you could grind through and get yourself a 99 overall KD or Stephen Curry or something with these modes. That would be half of that. But the gameplay itself and the way you're actually playing through, using that mode to be able to get those players is a whole different story. So looking at the gameplay itself, it hasn't changed much since Season 1. Yes, I said that they've made a couple of improvements here and there with the graphics, but it's nothing too major. They have made some better improvements with dunks, but again, we've had the same stuff for about 2-3 seasons now, with the dribble moves, the shooting, the dunks, all of the mechanics as well. That's pretty much stayed the same. If we could have some really good improvements, such as like commentary, that would just be absolutely insane. Yes, you'd have to maybe get some rights to some commentators in the game, but I'd happily do it for free. You know, EA, hit me up if you ever need a commentator for the game. But yeah, if we could have that in the game, that'd be really nice to see, because you could go in and you just feel like really immersed in the game, because you just have all of this commentary playing. And when you're playing 2K, like on a console, you hear the commentary and you hear the commentators just getting absolutely hyped after you do an insane dunk, what you're feeling there, you get to listen to that, and that will just help you play through the gameplay itself, and that'll be really fun to have and keep you entertained while you're playing through and doing some crazy dunks with this new card that you got from a new promo. Maybe you're knocking down a half-court shot with a Stephen Curry card you've got from a brand new promo. It'd just be absolutely nuts if you could have commentary in the game, and I think it would really add to the game a lot. And then also another thing we've been asking for a lot is substitutions and timeout, because when it comes to Seasons mode, you're pretty much just playing through with your team. The bench is pretty much useless. You're not using it for anything except for boosting up your players a little bit here and there. If we could have like substitutions where you had like an energy bar, and sometimes that would run down and then you'd have to substitute someone in, maybe you have to call a timeout, that again would just really add to not only just like going through and entertaining yourself and immersing yourself in that game, in that Seasons mode, but it would also add to like a strategic play of it, because you'd have to substitute in people here and there, whereas Seasons right now is pretty easy to play through. You could auto play it and pretty much win, because it adds to that, and then you would actually feel the rewards of playing Seasons, and it'd be really fun to do. And all of these features pretty much that I've mentioned are actually going to be in FIFA Mobile in the next season. They're adding commentary, they're adding crowd sound effects, they're adding a whole revamped design of the game and all of that stuff. I've done a whole separate video on FIFA Mobile beta, but that stuff is dropping in January January, and that stuff looks really good. And if NBA Live Mobile could add something very similar to that, or just use some of those features that they're adding in that game, that'd be really fun to see, because I can see them working in NBA Live Mobile, as I mentioned in that video, and I could see it really adding to the game and helping the game grow and capture a wider audience, because those people back in season 1 who were playing and now look at the game, they think nothing has changed, they think it's just gone downhill. Whereas if EA added those sort of features into the game, they'd probably come back, they'd probably give it a go at least, and then see how it is and maybe get immersed again in that gameplay and in the different modes that we've got in the game, and that would be really fun to have. But again, EA need to change things up a bit. We need to have like revamped graphics, because like I said, they have pretty much stayed the same for the last 2-3 years on this game. They haven't changed much at all since season 1. Yes, they've made it a little bit sharper here and there, but back in season 4, it's pretty much exactly the same thing. Dunk package, again, season 4 dunk package is probably near enough exactly the same as this year's dunk package. They probably added a couple of things here and there, but they haven't added much. And the dunk package, again, you can get so creative with dunks, in my opinion, and dunk package is one of the best things that can add in a game. But after a while, even now, like, I think the dunk package on any card is pretty much the same nowadays. Like, everyone's got a windmill dunk, a one-handed slam, a 360 dunk over here. The very first time that we got that back in season 4 with some of the cards, we were all getting really hyped. But every season when we get it for the first time, it's a little bit special. But then after that, it's like your same old dunk. It's not really a dunk package, it's not really a special dunk package, it is just a regular dunk package at the moment. You're expecting that when you got a high overall card now in the game, which is a little bit sad to see, because I do like having that. And camera angles as well, we've only got 2 of them. Not many people I know actually use the EA Cam baseline. I do sometimes when a card has the dunk package, because it looks a little bit better, but that's about it really. No one really uses that one. We just use the press box mainly, because that's what you started off with in season 1. That's what you started off with pretty much every season, except for I think they introduced that in season 4, 3, I don't really know. But yeah, let me know in the comment section down below which one of the 2 camera modes do you actually use, because it'd be interesting to see which ones you use. On FIFA Mobile, I know they added 4 separate camera angles, and those look really nice. You can switch between all of them. A replay mode, again, that'd be really nice to have, because say you do a crazy dunk, you weren't recording or something, you just want to share that with your friends, you can just go on the replay mode, rewind it a little bit, record it, send it off to your mates and just brag about it, or just show it off to everyone else. That'd be really fun to have, and that is something that I've always wanted to do, sort of on the channel really, is to have maybe top 5 plays of the week or something like that. I kind of want to start it now, but I don't think the time's right, because say someone gets a crazy dunk, they're not recording it. No one really screen records every single moment they're playing through in the game. Say you do a crazy dunk, it's not really worth it unless everyone screen recorded everything that they did on the game. That it wouldn't really work with the top 5 plays of the week. But that's something that I do want to try and maybe do on the channel. So let me know in the comment section down below whether you think that's a good idea or not. But again, I think we'll probably need to have stuff to do with that actually drop in the game for it to actually work in a video or something once every week. But those are some of the features that I have just listed off the top of my head after reading that comment pretty much. This video is probably based off of that comment. So shout out to that guy. I'm not going to try and say his name because I'll probably butcher it a lot, but shout out to him for dropping that comment down below in one of the videos. I do actually read all of my comments. I do look through all of them, or as many as I can, just to read and see what the community thinks about the game and other stuff. And I really appreciate you for all dropping a comment every time that anyone has dropped a comment really on the channel. But if you guys want to check out all the features that FIFA Mobile Beta has, check out this video in the bottom left hand corner. And if they could add those sort of features in NBA Live Mobile, trust me, it would make the game a lot better. So go check that video out, and I'll see you guys in that one. Peace.